there. Hi. This is Onah Indigo coming to you live from Oakland, California. And I'm here representing the project called No Accordion. And world electronica music is our passion, and we are celebrating diversity by amplifying extraordinary voices to create a deeper understanding and connection that promotes equal opportunity for all. Using love to calm the chatter of the mind by supporting one another with passionate expression to share our authentic creations. And we want to spark inquiry, and we want to raise awareness, and we want to encourage mindfulness. So yeah, I'm bringing you here today. And today, I want to talk about a new single that's just come out. Super excited about it. And I'm going to put it actually right now in the chat. Let me get it in there. And I'm going to share it on the screen as well. And there we go. There is a Bandcamp link that you can go to. And the single was just released today. And I recommend you go to Bandcamp if possible, because they give us the best percentage. They're the kindest to the artist. The most goes to the artist. So my call to action to you, please, is to go on Bandcamp, buy the track, check out the rest of the catalog, and please do that with the link. The link's right there. And you can also pre-save it if you go on to my Instagram. There is a link that will take you directly to the new track. Now, I had it playing in the background. I'm going to turn it down now. Now, it's the month of November, and it's that month when Thanksgiving comes in, those holidays. And for me, I'm not a huge fan of the actual holiday of Thanksgiving, but it reminds me to stay in gratitude. And one of the things I'm really grateful are for collaborations I've had. And this track here, A Curious Time, features Ashel Seasunz, who is a friend from the Bay Area music scene for years. And we have finally done it. We've collaborated together, and we are releasing a new single today. It's called A Curious Time. Now, what I'm going to do is there is going to be a premiere also today. Not only is the track coming out, but there's going to be a lyric video that is going to premiere on YouTube at 7 p.m. But guess what? We get to take a sneak peek at that lyric video now, because I have it on my computer. So what I'm going to do, Instagram's a little more funky, but you'll get to see part of it. It's also up there on YouTube. We're going to look at this lyric video. And then, let's get it over there. Okay. So here's the lyric video. Oh, that did not work. Sorry. Let's try it again. Okay, we can also do something else. A little computer issue here. Computer crash. Oh, there we go. Okay.
See, it's a curious time. Curious time, yeah. It's a curious time. It's a curious time. Diving in a mysterious mind. Warfare with fears, the weapon you find. Different let your eye blind. Curious time, curious time. See, it's a curious time, yeah. It's a curious time. Have you read 1984, yeah? Thought police at your doorstep. 6 feet deep, can't floor me, seek, you find the design. You see, we 3 6s and 9s, so refined. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, divine. Carbon, they try robbing. Fresh in the sky, put the flesh in disguise. Sketches out a large dream time. Enslave the dark crystal, throw all in the vibe. The siphon of life. But still could not stop the time. No, 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 no. See, it's a curious time, yeah. See, it's a curious time, yeah. Yeah, it's a curious time, yeah. One click will take you on a ride. Whole world stream from the mind. Reptilian brain to survive. It's a curious time, yeah. It is a curious time. Genetic modification, technological penetration, altering the fruit over generation. Belief reflects the information. Disease is sold as medication. I guess we all need a little motivation. For unification and destination. Cultivate plants, liberate the plantation. It's a curious time. It's a curious time, yeah. The singularity can never divide, no. The Polaroid exposed, the polarized, no. The divination never lied, no, no, no. See, it's a curious time. The elders prophesied. Yo, where the white is black, the black is white, and night is day. But war is peace and freedom is slavery. And still the will is free to choose a destiny. Celestial bodies in harmony. See, you can be right, or you can be eternity.
Oh, and I'm not sure why it stopped there. Let's see. Anyways, that was enough of that there. Let's take it back to that. And what I'm going to do now is, this is a picture of Ashel, who is the featured artist on the track. And this is the press release that was written actually by my manager. I'm going to read it out to you. It's such a beautiful piece of writing about the project, so you understand a little bit more about what's going down on this single. So the headline reads, Oakland-based electronic artist noaccordion unleashes sonic vibrations to open minds and challenge narratives on new single, A Curious Time, featuring Ashel Seasunz. Oakland-based producer, accordion maverick, and performance artist Onah Indigo, also known as noaccordion, is adept at handcrafting unique EDM, hip-hop, trap, and R&B beats to take listeners on an inner journey of self-discovery, guided by lyrics that deliver progressive, sex-positive, and universal messages to the consciousness and subconsciousness, all while bringing you joy, laughter, and playful grooves to make your body move. Like a cat-suited envoy to the ether, Onah entices the mind into meditation and plants it in a state of inquiry, inspiring us to question the status quo state of reality and ponder new possibilities on her latest single, A Curious Time, out today, November 19th, via symphonic distribution. This is featuring chill beats, accordion vamps, and reggae vocals. The track is a collaborative featuring Ashel Seasunz, who's a lyricist and vocalist of the West African West Oakland band Doggone Lights. I've always wanted to work with the shell, reflects Onah, so I finally reached out to him. There's a very religious and spiritual component to who this individual is. He's a soft soul. The track, seductively chill, trap-inspired beat, features a Hammond B3 organ that sets a hypnotic groove, while Onah's accordion inserts a jaunting hook that runs behind. Together they provide the repetitive and meditative rhythmic elements that characterize primitive, trance-inducing triggers of shamanic experience to lull the mind into liminal spaces, spaces where one begins to see things more clearly, where the doors of perceptions are cleansed and the mind begins to question the false illusions that have been built around it. It was from this space that Seasunz channeled the track's multi-layered lyrics after sitting 2 days in an Ayahuasca ceremony, as he meditated on the instrumental track and pondered the strangeness of our current times, especially during this pandemic. A mantra started repeating itself through the veil. It's a curious time, with provocative lyrics that enumerate the many aspects of our current reality that don't just add up, like, have you read 1984? Thought police at your doorstep? And genetic modification, technological penetration, altering the fruit of a generation. Belief reflects the information. Disease is sold as medication. One sees a thematic thread running through the track, suggesting that we're living in this curious time where sketches like corporate and political forces have us divided and conquered through the psychological warfare of fear. Likely referencing Aldous Huxley in The Doors of Perception and Brave New World, and Orwell's whole concept of doublespeak in 1984, in the verse where, see, the elders prophesied, when white is black, black is white, night is day, war is peace, and freedom is slavery. Seasunz expertly relates how we are so bound by technocratic media and matrix, masterfully spinning illusions that we are blind to our own enslavement. Yet he insists that we are on a precipice and have the power to choose our own destiny, that people living during this pivotal time can be the ones to save humanity if we resist this illusionary polarization. Still, will is free to choose our destiny, celestial bodies in harmony. You can be right or you can be eternity. We could be the ones to free humanity. All the while, the track's chorus doesn't call out the world's power-corrupt structures with the sting and indictment they perhaps deserve. That mantra of, it's a curious time, rings more like a passing observation without judgment, as if the inverted eye of the sentient earth is looking inward upon itself in curious awe, not yet aware enough to be terrified. In that way, the song really carries a quietly subversive message: to free your mind and question establishment narratives via the almost deceptively non-confrontational mantra of, yes, it's a curious time. That repetitive line drives into the psyche an imperative to look into ourselves for truth and to reassess our inherent divinity, our connections to the earth and to each other through a kind of revolutionary, archaic revival. Now, A Curious Time is featuring Ashel Seasunz, is the first single of 5 to release over the next year that will culminate with a full No Accordion album release in late 2022. So I'm going to take you back to, so you can see the album, the cover there. So there's the press release. And now I want to read you the lyrics. And I'll change up the cameras a bit. So, go Instagram, hello, yes. Sorry for the funkiness when it comes to monitors, but I can't. You have a vertical format, so it's a little bit different to the other places I'm streaming. Okay. So here we go. Let me get myself back here too. So let's read the lyrics now. A Curious Time by Ashel Seasunz. See, it's a curious time. It's a curious time. Diving in the mysterious mind. Warfare where fear is the weapon you find. Infrared at your eyes blind. Curious time. Curious time. See, it's a curious time. It's a curious time. Have you read 1984 yet? Thought police at your doorstep? 6 feet deep can't floor me. Seek you find the design. You see, we 3 6s and 9s, so refined. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, divine. Carbon, they try robbing. The fresh in the sky, put the flesh in disguise. Getsy's outlawed dreed time, enslave the dark crystal. Throw in divide to siphon life. But still they couldn't stop the time. No, no, no. See, it's a curious time. It's a curious time. It's a curious time. See, it's a curious time. See, it's a curious time. Yeah, it's a curious time. One click will take you on a ride. Whole world stream from the mind. Reptilian brain for survive. It's a curious time. It's a curious time. Genetic modification, technological penetration, altering the fruits of a generation. Belief reflects the information. Disease is sold as medication. I guess we all needed a little motivation. For unification is the destination. Cultivate plants, liberate the plantation. It's a curious time. It's a curious time. Singularity could never divide, no. The Polaroid exposed the polarized, though. The divination never lies, no. It's a curious time. See, the elders prophesize, when white is black, black is white, night is day, war is peace, and freedom is slavery. Still, will is free to choose our destiny. Celestial bodies in harmony. You can be right, or you can be eternity. We could be the ones to free humanity. It's a curious time. It's a curious time. Yeah, so deep, strong, cool lyrics. So what we do now is we're actually going to listen to the recording one more time. I'm going to bounce on my ball. I'm going to switch over some cameras there. And let's see. I think we'll leave it here. I'm having some issues with my other camera. So we will, or maybe actually the other track. Oh, we'll see. I get some ideas for the other one too. Maybe put a curious time in there. Let's see. Can we do that? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So there it is. Let's listen to the track one more time. If you have a ball or just you need to move around, move around.
See, it's a curious time, curious time, yeah. It's a curious time, it's a curious time. Diving in a mysterious mind. Warfare with fear is the weapon you find. Infrared at your eye blind. Curious time, curious time. See, it's a curious time, yeah. It's a curious time. Have you read 1984, yeah? Thought police at your doorstep. 6 feet deep, can't floor me, seek you find the design. You see, we 3 6s and 9s, so refined. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, divine. Carbon, they try robbing. Fresh in disguise, put the flesh in disguise. Getsy's out, a large dream time. Enslave the dark crystal, throw all in divide. The siphon of life. you could not stop the time. No, 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 no. See, it's a curious time, yeah. See, it's a curious time, yeah. Yeah, it's a curious time, yeah. One click will take you on a ride. Whole world stream from the mind. Reptilian brain to survive. It's a curious time, yeah. It is a curious time. Genetic modification, technological penetration, altering the fruit over generation. Belief reflects the information. Disease is sold as medication. I guess we all need a little motivation. For unification, the destination. Cultivate plants, liberate the plantation. It's a curious time. It's a curious time, yeah. The singularity can never divide, no. The Polaroid exposed, the polarized, no. The divination never lies, no, no, no. See, it's a curious time, the elders prophesize. Yo, where the white is black, the black is white, and night is day. But war is peace and freedom is slavery. And still the will is free to choose a destiny. Celestial bodies in harmony. See, you can be right, or you can be eternity. Oh, we could be the ones to free humanity. Yeah. It's a curious time. It's a curious.
Oh, that's so pretty. So there you go. There's the track. It just released today. A Curious Time. Oh, and now all my cameras are going off. So let's try this again.
See, it's a curious time.
Yeah. Crazy
Curious time.
back on here.
It's a
There I am.
curious
Ah.
time.
Anyways, yes, it is a curious time, and there was just some more curious technical issues today.
Diving in the mysterious
So,
mind.
there we go. That's the new track. It released today, so please check it out. And there's a lyric video that's coming out to that. And it's coming out at 7 o'clock on YouTube. We saw most of it today as well. And I'm going to show right now is the Bandcamp link in the socials, because that is the best way to support this new single. You can go to Bandcamp, you could buy it, share it with your friends, check out what else is there. Bandcamp seems to be the most generous to the artists of all the platforms out there. And guess what? Next week, we actually get this featured artist, Ashel. Ashel is going to come in. He's going to come in and he's going to bounce on a ball. I have 2 balls here, so whenever I have someone visit me, they bounce on a ball. He's going to talk about his own process of making the song, maybe dive deeper into those lyrics he wrote, to see how I've never bounced on a ball with him, see how well he bounces. And we're also going to We'll do a little sneak preview of the music video that's actually coming out in 2 weeks' time. Maybe show a little behind the scenes, talk to him about what that experience was like. So yes, it's a curious time. And I want to thank you all for joining me. Please check out the new track. It's a curious time, just released today, Sign of Our Times. And now I'm just going to say goodbye, and I'll see you next week.
Genetic modification, technological penetration, altering the fruit over generation.